Hello lovely people, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Frankie, I'm a hairdresser, and in today's video we are going to talk a little bit more about hairdressing education. What qualifications do you need to be a hairdresser and what does each qualification involve? Let's get straight into it. Firstly, the type of qualification that you're going to need in the UK is an NVQ. And what does NVQ stand for? National Vocational Qualifications. But if you're in Scotland, it's going to be an SVQ, which is Scottish Vocational Qualification. So to gain the skills and qualifications to work in a hairdresser's or a barber's, then you're going to need an NVQ. But what does an NVQ involve? Well, let's get into that now. So first up, we have level 1 NVQ, which is a basic introduction to hairdressing. It's generally not considered as a standalone qualification, but it does allow you to move on to the level 2 NVQ. The main thing that you'll be assessed on with your level 1 NVQ is how you assist other staff members, shampoo and conditioning hair, and some light blow drying. There is other modules like plaiting hair, reception duties, and cleaning duties. The qualification provides the necessary skills and knowledge to be a barbering or hairdressing assistant. Each unit you do with your NVQ is assessed and you are awarded credits for each module that you pass. You need X amount of credits to pass off each module, and I think in total you need 23 credits to do your level 1. There's some modules in the level 1 NVQ that are mandatory and there's some that are optional, but in total you need to have 23 credits or more. I just wanted to add that today's curl is completely natural. I have been washing my hair with just conditioner now, so keep your eyes peeled for my co-washing hair routine. So now we're going to go on to level 2, and the level 2 NVQ gives you the basic knowledge and skills to practice as a hairdresser. It's generally considered the basic qualification for a salon role, but that depends on where you've trained and how you've trained. Level 2 NVQ modules consist of health and safety and consulting with clients. You will also have a set of basic hair cutting and hair coloring techniques that you will need to pass. Again, you will be assessed and you will be given credits for each module that you complete. Each credit that you get, you will have had to put 10 hours work in to gain that credit on that module, which sounds like not a lot of time, but you've got to think maybe you've got 10 haircuts that you need to learn and perfect. You're probably going to do each haircut at least 10 times before you pass it. It's a lot of time. It takes a lot of repetitive learning. You have to keep doing things. So it sounds quite easy, but it's not. I don't want to fool you guys. It is quite hard. Now we're going to move on to the level 3 NVQ. A level 3 NVQ will give you the supervisory and technical skills to be a professional hairdresser, which means that you will be considered to have a solid skill set by potential employers. This is highly desirable for all hairdressers, especially if you want to go into management roles, but it isn't essential. You can be an amazing hairdresser with a level 2 NVQ. You don't have to progress into level 3 or level 4. A lot of my really good friends are amazing hairdressers and they are qualified to level 2, so I wouldn't say that you have to go on to level 3, but if you wanted to go into a management role or open up your own salon, it might be a good place to start. You might just get more of an idea of how salon business works and things like that. With the level 3, you will also be assessed on creative cutting techniques and creative color techniques. Moving swiftly on to the level 4, if management is your goal, then level 4 is for you, and I would definitely persuade you to go through to the level 4. Doing your level 4 shows that you have plenty of self-motivation and can cope with professional responsibility. To get your level 4, you'll need to show that you have the professional and technical skills that you can apply in the real world. Alongside all of the NVQs, you will also be able to do other courses along the way. There's diplomas, there's degrees in hairdressing, there's artistic courses, there's so much other stuff that you can do if you're a dedicated hairdresser. Each salon does train differently though, and if you work in a salon rather than going to college to do NVQ, then you probably are going to have more thorough training. Also, if that salon is a high brand or a high street brand, then you're probably gonna have training reflect on that as well. I did my level 2 NVQ in salon training at Tony & Guy. I then went on to do my 6-week vardering course in London at the Tony & Guy Academy, where I was awarded a diploma in hairdressing at a distinction, which I just want to say, I'm just going to throw this out there. It's not very easy to get a distinction there, so pat on the back for me. But yeah, there's so many other ways that you can do it, and people sort of say, oh, but you're only qualified to level 2. Would you be interested in getting your level 3? Absolutely. If I need to go through and do my level 3 for any future roles or things that I want to do, I absolutely will. But don't get me wrong, I'm already doing all of the stuff that's on the level 3 and have done for the last sort of 7 years. But I do understand that some people need to have regimented learning and they need to be able to do that to progress. So that's totally cool, and I'm all for it as well. I would do it if I still worked in a salon. To be honest, if I didn't leave the salon when I did, I probably would have gone through and done my level 3. I think it's just quite a natural thing to do. But I don't think it makes you any less of a hairdresser if you don't do it. I think working really hard on your level 2, being selective with where you want to do your training is really important. If you do in-salon training at a big salon brand that has their own training, you're going to learn a lot more. For example, with Tony and Guy, it was one of the reasons that I wanted to work there and I wanted to train there, was that I think with Tony and Guy at the time, I had something like 16 haircuts that I had to qualify on. So that's 16 haircuts that I had to pass to be able to be a qualified hairdresser at Tony and Guy. And with college at the time, I mean, this was a really long time ago now. This is almost 10 years ago. Oh my God, I'm so old. Almost 10 years ago, I would have had to do about 16 haircuts to be a qualified Tony and Guy hairdresser. Whereas if you go to college or just do NVQ training, then I think it's about 8 or 10 haircuts to be a qualified hair stylist. So there's quite a big difference there, and the techniques are really different. I don't want to say like everyone needs to train at Tony and Guy, because there's so many other places that you can train that have in-salon training, and they have quite strict vardering processes, and you have to go to academies to prove that you're a good hairdresser. But I would definitely try, if you're really serious about it, definitely try and do something like that, because it is really good to have something like that to push you to know everything. It was probably the most stressful 6 weeks of my life, but it was also really amazing, and it was a huge achievement for me. So yeah, that's just a little bit about me. On that note, I am gonna wrap up because I am waffling on about rubbish that you guys don't need to know about, and that's a whole other story, and we can come to that another time. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found the information useful and that it has given you a little bit of insight into the NVQ levels and how it works and what to expect. There's a lot of information online if you need to know a little bit deeper. There's module information, there's assessment information, how all sorts. Have a look if you're super interested in it, and yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope to see you guys again soon, and lots of love. Bye.